Hi everyone, thank you so much for joining me in this video. Today we are going to talk about 9 tricks that can help you improve your reading habits. Before I talk about those 9 tricks, let me tell you why you need to develop reading habits. If you are a student, and specifically in this video I want to talk to students. If you are a student in high school, you are a student in uni or college, you need to develop reading habits because of the kind of tasks that you are given. For example, you are given assignments, you are given tests, and also you are given practical activities that you engage in that require you to read. Now, let me tell you the secret. We read to get information and we write to give information. So, when you are reading, you are gaining information, and that information comes when you develop your reading habits that help you comprehend what you are reading. Okay, if we are together at this point, let me just remind you that if you have been to this channel before, or if this is your first time, I'm asking you to subscribe so that you cannot miss other videos from me. Okay, let's talk about the 9 tricks that you need to know in order to develop reading habits. The first one is make it a daily habit. And I mean, read something every day. It doesn't need to be an academic book. It doesn't need to be your homework book, but read something. Now, when you read something every day, you are going to learn 2 things directly. Firstly, you are going to improve your reading skills, and secondly, you are going to build reading attitudes, which are very important in being a good reader. Okay, number 2, set clear, achievable goals. When you read, you need to know why you are reading, and you need to know what kind of information that you are going to get from your reading. Now, goals give your reading a purpose. Instead of vaguely reading more and more and more, trying to finish the whole book, the whole chapter, you just need to read a few pages. And if you say, okay, I need to read this information and understand, if it's a theory, read the theory, read the person that proposed that theory, and get something from it. Then move on with your life. So have a purpose, know what you are reading, how much you can achieve in a particular period of time. Let's say if you give yourself 30 minutes, read for 30 minutes and get what you want to get. Okay, number 3, choose books you love. So when you read, don't just read anything. Read books that you love. Now, I need to mention here that when you know now that you have tuned into the mood and mode of reading, you can now start choosing books. But at the beginning, you could read a newspaper, you can read anything just to build that momentum and the attitudes that I talked about. But after that, choose your books. Why? Because now you are reading with a purpose. We talked about goals and purpose. So we are reading with a purpose, and as a result, you need to choose books. So whether it's sci-fi, epics, true crime, whatever you are reading, choose those that you love. Number 4, create a course dedicated reading space. Now, by reading space, I mean, you can find a place in your house or a place in your uni where you can just sit quietly and read. In the house, I've got a place where I read from. I've got a place where when I sit now, because I use that place just for reading, every time you go to that place, or every time I go to that place in the house, I feel like reading because that is what I do there. Now, I think this applies to every aspect of life. For example, the bedroom usually is for sleeping. The sitting room is for sitting or chatting, and the kitchen is for cooking. So you know that when you're in the kitchen, there's that feeling that, you are cooking or something to do with meals or meal preparation. And that's what I'm talking about. Reading is the same. If you dedicate a particular place in your house just for reading, then you are going to have those, you are going to even get the feeling when you get in that corner. Read and read and read. Number 5, eliminate distractions. This is very hard, but you have to try. And by distractions, I mean anything that distracts you, TV, your phone, people around you. Yeah, sometimes we live with housemates that make a lot of noise. So find a way of being away from them while at home. What do I mean? If everyone is in the sitting room, go to your bedroom and read from there. Put your phone on silent so that if calls are coming, you don't hear them. Why? Because all these form part of what it distracts, part of what it distracts us from concentrating. We need to concentrate. Number 6, practice active reading techniques. Active reading transforms you from a passive page turner into an engaged reader. Keep a notebook, have a digital tool by hand near you so that you can jot whatever you are reading. Be a passive reader, so that engage with the content in short. Number 7, join a book club or a reading group. When I was in university at the University of Newcastle, we had a day when we would just read or write, because we were writing reports. Each one of us was writing their thesis. So we set a day in a week when we would just sit in a room, come with our lunch and sit in a room and give ourselves like 1 hour to concentrate, 15 minutes to chat, 1 hour to concentrate, no talking, and then 15. And we had a timekeeper. We had someone who would remind us when we need to chat for 15 minutes. So if you find people that are like you or in your situation, form a group and study together. And just because when you are reading, as I mentioned at the beginning, you are not just reading, you are reading to gain information. So if you can read with people that can help you do that, why not? So you can create a group, join a group that's already existing, or talk to others so that together you can have a group. Number 8, explore speed reading techniques. Yeah, you need to try speed reading techniques. They can help you build your momentum for reading habits. If you're looking into, if you're looking to improve reading habits under tight deadlines, I think speed reading drills will help you a great deal. You need to practice that. Try guiding your eyes with a pen or a pencil or your finger. Skimming. I think I talked about skimming in some of these videos, or one of these videos where we talk about reading. So skimming is where you just read for general impression. You just want to get an idea of what the passage is. Try to do that. And number 9, which is the last one, track and celebrate your progress. Yeah, look, if you are going to give yourself, remember you need to have a purpose. And part of the purpose is not just having what you are reading, having a goal, but also checking yourself. Like, have I improved? How many books have I read? Does this mean that I am reading more than I used to do 2, 3, 4, 5, even a year ago? If you can have that track record and you can see the difference, I think even if it means that your reading has improved according to your own gauge from 1 to 10%, that's enough. You don't need to go to 100% in one go. Just make sure you do what you are doing and keep a record and celebrate your progress, regardless of what it is. Feel good about it. Don't wait for anyone to say, okay, you have improved. No, do it yourself. So those are the 9 points I had for you today. Thank you so much for being with me, and I hope you come back. And before you leave, please subscribe to my channel if you did not subscribe, and I'll see you again in the next video. Thank you so much.